Hello everyone and welcome back to another Grainman Travels episode, and today we're on a new mod map called Rettenbach. Now, this mod map was actually released on the 20th of the 3rd, 2025, so about 5 days ago, so I'm kind of catching up. It is cross-platform compatible, so PC, Mac, PlayStation 5 and the Xbox series of consoles. It's on a version 1.0.0.0. It is only 43.48 megabytes to download, but there's a reason for that. And it's been put together by a map maker called Bayern Gaming's Agrar. So I think that's a German map maker. Now this map does need an awful lot of custom mods or mods from ModHub. I think it's about 30 odd. They will be down in the video description. I'm not going to run through them all, but while you're down there looking at those, please feel free to smash the like button for me and subscribe to the Grainman channel because it would be massively appreciated. We've got a couple of bits of information on ModHub. It says what awaits you on the map: 4 pre-built courtyards, kind of 4 pre-built farms, an open space for a courtyard to choose from. So there's one area which we'll run through. I think it's one underneath us now where you can build your own farm. There's 3 cow yards, 1 pig farm, 1 bag. I think that's supposed to be BGA. I think they've just got a little bit wrong there. There's 222 fields in total, 35 which are meadows. The fields range in size from 0.19 hectares to 6.54 hectares. These 5 large forests, and it says I hope you have fun on the map. Now I think because of the map needing all these mods, I believe it hasn't gone down too well with quite a few content creators and a few players, especially console players, which is a bit of a shame actually. I think this is quite a nice little map really. It's got some nice features to it, but let's get our feet firmly back down on the ground and have a quick look at our starting farm and our starting equipment. So we have a pretty basic farm layout in a way really. So we've got a mini BGA, which is one of the required mods. We've got farm tech trailer, we've got a plough, and behind here we've got a seeder. Now this shed is a bit weird. The doors are very, very strange. You can't kind of open that door because you try to open that door and it opens the other door, and then you try and open the door and it closes the door. And yeah, it doesn't always work brilliantly well, but I think this is a mod actually. And then you've got a seeder here as well, and you've got a diesel tank. We've got this Bale storage and the Deutzfahr, the Smash and a Tedder, so that's quite nice. Got a manure pit here for our cow shed, which is the only animals you have on the game in new farmer mode. You've got Pottinger forage wagon, you've got this tyre based or flat silage pit, you've got a nice wood silo there, you've got a hay loft, you've got the Mass Ferguson and header, and you've got your house over here which has got your sleep and your wardrobe trigger, and you can get to that literally through this gate here. So past the trampoline and the paddling pool, which is pretty cool. Some more silage pits right next to the BGA, which kind of makes sense. And that's kind of your starting farm in a way. Nothing too major. You got a nice what's that, a quickie 5 Q4M plus a couple of attachments. So yeah, pretty basic kind of farm layout really, I suppose. Not anything too over the top, but pretty easy to work on in a way. So we've got our starting fields that we start with in new farm mode. We've also got this farmland here, which is 248 or H3. We've got 85, and that's it pretty much, I think. Yeah, so we've actually only got one field that we start with, but it's not too bad, it's not too bad. So crop calendar wise, completely and utterly base game default, nothing new, nothing altered, nothing changed, as it would be. Like I said, we've got a cow barn for our animals, which we'll run through very quickly. It's actually behind us. Don't really know what I've tagged it, I keep doing that every now and again. But if we do it here, I'm trying to think where the actual trigger is. No, let's find the trigger quickly. There it is. It is an 80 head cow barn, so nothing, you know, magnificent, but still a good starting place in a way. Contracts wise, I think it said there's 222 fields in total. Not massive, but obviously there's going to be a good amount of contracts to get your teeth into to keep you busy. Productions wise, you've got your own mini biogas plant, so obviously you've got all these different inputs that you can put in to create power, electric charge, methane and digestate. There's also bakery, a biogas plant, cement factory, a dairy, a sawmill and a spinnery on the map. So prices wise, everything sells in at least 1 or 2 places, sometimes more, to be honest with you. I don't think there's anything base game that doesn't sell. I actually think most things do sell on here this time. I think it has been altered so everything does sell. As I remember, yes, everything does sell completely. Vehicles wise, we've pretty much run through everything. We only have that Deutz-Fahr 6115 CRV shift or RV shift tractor, so yeah, it's not too bad at all. Now this is the PDA. As you can see, 222 fields is a lot of small fields, a lot of small areas as well. Wold is German for wood or woods, so obviously the forest areas are there, all marked out. BGA's been marked. You've also got some of these areas like that one, and this one, H1, 2, 3 and 4 I think. They're all the different farms that you can have and different places that you can purchase. I don't generally think the PDA makes it very easy to spot where the roads are. I think the roads are not fantastic. You can see kind of around here there should be a road that goes around, but it's kind of like a main road and then everything else is off on like little grid tracks, which I think can make it a little bit interesting to get around everywhere. But yeah, it's okay, it's not too bad. So right, let's have a quick look at our selling stations. What have we got here? We've got liquid manure buyable. This is everything in our main farm. Then we've got the farmers market, we've got manure heap, we've got bakery, we've got the BJ there as it's marked on the map. Nothing there, things in the middle, we've got wholesale market. Whoops. We've got the, let's farm 1, 226, and there's a trigger for something else there that I can't actually get to, which is very annoying. Multifruit buying station, animal dealer, and again another target that we can't get to. Wish the modders would probably change that. Shop is there. Then you've got a lime station, wholesale purchase of liquids as well, cement factory, and that, I think I've done that one. Yeah, we could be new. I think that's everything. The interesting thing about the shop we'll quickly see is there is some other NPC based items. So there's a class Alexian, ramp trailer, tractor there, and another tractor there, and it's quite a nice feature actually. I think that's really nicely done, I must admit. So not bad at all. So if we just have a quick look at something into a vehicle, well, we only have 2 vehicles. So let's get ourselves into the Deutz. This is an interesting way of doing it because you run out here and you can kind of get yourself, yeah, you can kind of hit yourself on them lights. Not the best design in my opinion, but there we go. So we won't go too far. We can't really go that far because this tractor's not the quickest in the world, and we're gonna have to go quite a fair way around a lot of unusual little tracks to kind of get where we need to go to get to a main road. As you can see, it's not terribly clear. But if we turn right here, I think follow this round and get to one of the main roads. As you can see though, the map is not flat at all. It's got some undulations, got some contouring, quite nice in that respect. It isn't the easiest to get around, I don't think, in regards to finding a main road. You could probably spend quite a lot of your time actually trying to find a main road to actually get to where you need to get. I mean, the field sizes are quite unique in that they're not massive, but you could join them all together. Someone spent an awful lot of time putting down an awful lot of tracks, putting down all these lamp posts and bits and bobs. But I mean, there's some bigger fields now, and as you can see, we're coming off of a bit of a valley into the main road now, so not too bad. Just, I don't know, just a little bit strange in my opinion, but I mean, as you can see, it's not flat behind us at all, which is quite a nice feature. I don't mind maps that have got a little bit of contouring, etc. But as you can see, we're onto the main area now with the main road, which is a good size. There's some nice placeable trees, bushes, etc. Just to give it a little bit more immersion, I suppose, when you play the game. So yeah, not too bad at all. But like I say, on the PDA, it is quite hard to spot. This is like a major road that runs through the middle. I think that could potentially be improved on the PDA a little bit, just to give you a bit of a better idea of where you need to aim for when you're driving around. But again, we're going to a bit more of a built-up hilly and undulating area. But yeah, I think if we turn to the left here, and then we'll probably fire up this road quickly. Surprised I didn't crash there, but did well. And then what we'll do, I think, is we'll pull over up here in a second. Let's have a quick look at our field prices. I don't know what they'll be actually. I wonder if they'll be good or bad. It's kind of a European style map in my opinion, so I'm guessing they won't be that expensive, and they're not that big. So hopefully it should be one of those maps where you can buy quite a lot of land, have quite a few different crops to get on with, even do a small scale, you know, potato or sugar beet harvesting. This looks like a bit of a commercial area. See if we can get into the bakery. There we go. Didn't crash either. So right, so let's have a quick look. Okay, here we are here. So let's try and 69, 92, 37. This big one here. 131, 62, 67, 67. This one here, 228. Big forest area, 850. Makes sense. 280 for this big field. 72 for that one. Let's go into the middle a bit more. 412 up here. 105. I'm going to buy our own piece of land. 62, so not too bad. 105. 140, 116, and yeah, I think the most expensive was probably this one, which was 412. So to be honest with you, not a bad little map. It's not perfect. I think it's a bit of a challenge to get around, but you know what, not a bad map at all if this is the first map that the map maker has done. So probably give it a bit of a whirl and hopefully give it a chance, even though it does require 30 odd mods to actually use this map, I must admit. So hopefully you've enjoyed the map tour. If you have, give it a like, subscribe to the Grainman channel, and I hope to see you again soon. Many thanks for watching.